Christian leader is someone who, first and foremost, has a relationship with Jesus Christ.
Using their God-given talents and abilities to their fullest extent.
Takes pride in acting like Christ would every day.
To take their faith with them and to share that with others.
Shows it in his daily life.
You can just lead by example.
Letting your actions speak louder than your words.
Our mission is to make Christ real.
Transcripts are important, very important for preparing students for college and beyond. But it's much more important to us to really transform and change the hearts and minds of students so that they can impact the future for good.
In my classroom, we live by Joshua 24:15. As for me and my household, we will serve the Lord. We as a class strive to be leaders and to serve God, serve others. Parents really hope to get more than just an academic education. I think it makes such an impact for the family to have their kid go home and be willing to pray at the dinner table. These kids are leaders already.
Gavin loves his prayer buddy. It's so important to him. He loves having big, tall Mark Seaman walk into the class. We go to the games and we root for Mark, and it's very inspiring. WCA is my village. I mean, they're helping me to raise my children the way I want them to be raised, to take their faith with them and to share that with others. We are committed to WCA. Just this year when I was filling out my forms for enrollment, and it's expensive, and I really had to think about it, and I did. And I realized that this is the place we need to be.
Yes! It's important to me for Christ to be in school. In gym class, we're able to utilize Christian fundamentals, and it reaches out to a lot of students in ways that maybe they're not able to be reached in classes.
I started at Williamsburg Christian Academy when I was 3 years old. I didn't realize it at the time, but now looking back, I can really see the value in having a Christian education. In the world that is not necessarily a Christian world, you can still show people love, and I know I learned that from my time here at WCA.
My opportunities were just endless at WCA, and I think it really set me up for a successful future, and I'm currently getting a master's of education in school counseling, and now I want to be able to help other students along their academic journey.
Now that I have a son, I think my whole outlook has changed. I want him here. I want him in an environment that he can grow. This is the place where it starts.
Being in a Christian school really allowed me to learn what it was like to be a Christian and then be able to go out into the world and let my light shine.
One of the most important parts of being a Christian leader is to be a servant. So our missions program teaches our kids how to be servants. A lot of those kids are moved with compassion. I can see that they greatly identify with the needs and they want to make a difference.
The mission trips I went on at WCA really did impact and mold. It instills in you that it's not all about me. There's something greater.
I'm part of the family at this school, and together we build Christian leaders.
The really cool thing about what we do here at WCA is that we get to have a lot of hands-on experience, and it's really opened my eyes to what media can do and how media reaches people.
I believe that the key to Christian leadership is walking in truth. And we live in a world now where media tells us what is right. We live in a world where media tells us what is cool, and we know that's not the truth. And whether they're behind a camera or they're journalism or wherever they are, they're going to be able to speak that truth with other people that are in the media.
The staff here at Williamsburg Christian Academy really supports us in everything that we do with technology. They're just really encouraging mentors. I know Mr. Rick Gill, and he's kind of our tech team faculty sponsor, and he really supports us in everything that we do. The world is a really dark place, and I think Williamsburg Christian Academy is preparing us to do what we need to do to be a light in the world and change the face of media.
If we start children in their younger elementary years getting the idea that service is important, then we hope and pray that that will take root in their heart and they will become servants. And that's how we found Chase Kelly.
Chase is in the 4th grade, and she is 9.5. Not 9, 9.5. So it was right after Christmas. We were watching television.
I saw this commercial for UNICEF, and they had no houses, no food, no medicine for them.
The message was 50 cents a day could save a child's life. So Chase came up with an idea to write a letter to Miss Vaught. She thought that one child could make a difference, but many more children could make a bigger difference.
And I opened it up and I read one of the most incredible letters. I don't think I've ever gotten one like this from a student before. And it said,
Dear Mrs. Vaught, I saw a commercial for UNICEF that said 50 cents a day can save a child's life. I was wondering if
at lunch we can put out a jar. And instead of the classes spending their ice cream money for treats, we could put our money in the jar for children in need. I can make a jar, a flyer, and be responsible for the project.
If you think this is a good idea, please tell me what you think. Thank you, Chase Kelly.
I read it, and I knew we wanted to do it.
We did pictures of the children in UNICEF. This is the tent where they get shots and medicine.
No, he has not. Beautiful. You have money in it already.
If you do something for other kids, they might do something for their family or other kids, and then it keeps on going.
I was very proud that she had the idea, but I was more proud that she followed through with the idea. And she showed leadership in that idea. Every teacher she has a hand in Chase being the person she is. And Ms. Vaught is at the center of everything. I remember the first time I stood and walked my child in, she knew every child's name. And she remembered my child. And I knew instantly I was at the right place.
It is a joyful place in which to be. And I have been blessed by God to be allowed to be here for 26 years. And at the end of June, I'm going to retire, although I certainly will be at WCA on a regular basis. Praying together, singing together, worshiping together. You cannot stay down in the dumps when you are around people that do that.
Christopher Newport University,
Virginia Commonwealth University,
University of Virginia,
Mount St. Mary's University,
James Madison University.
We're Christian leaders.
We are building Christian leaders.
I am a Christian leader because of WCA.
I am a Christian leader.
WCA builds Christian leaders.
I am a Christian leader.
WCA is building my son into a Christian leader.
I'm learning to be a Christian leader.
We are building Christian leaders.
WCA is building Christian leaders. Absolutely.